Hi guys, what's up? It's ItsAnnaLouise and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. It has been a very long time since I've done a question and answer Q&A video on my channel, and I really do enjoy doing them, especially when the questions are good and juicy and, you know, there's some tea, and that is exactly what we have today. You guys asked some really good questions that I am sitting here ready to answer. So if you want to stick around for this Q&A and hear some tea, some juicy stuff, then make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. That being said, let's go ahead and hop right on into today's Q&A video. Alright you guys, so if you are ever interested in participating in a Q&A and asking a question, I ask for people to submit questions on my community tab on YouTube. So you can always check YouTube and there may be, you know, a prompt for you to ask me questions or just whatever it may be. And then also I ask a lot of questions on my Instagram. So I am gonna save the juiciest, I feel like, questions for last, so make sure you stick around. But let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna pull up the community tab and start looking at the questions here. Okay, so the very first question is from Tim, and he asks, why did you want to start making YouTube videos? So why did I want to start making YouTube videos? Back a long time ago when I was little, I remember, sorry guys, my camera battery died, but I am back. So basically a really long time ago when I was like really little, and I didn't even watch YouTube, I remember hearing about a YouTuber that was like really popular at that time talk about like how she had her channel and how it just really helped her, and she liked to give people advice and just help people, and it was a really good community and all of that. And so I really wanted to start a channel and I just wanted to help somebody in some way, and I didn't even start doing anything having to do with animals. It started out completely different from there, but I knew that no matter what, like, I wanted to make a difference and like help somebody in some way and just have like a really good community. And that is really the main reason like why I actually started doing YouTube in general. So the next question is from Tatiana Adams, and she asks, how long do bettas live for? That is just, they technically, I guess, like the average lifespan can be up to 4 to 5 years, but you know, they obviously, I think we all know, you know, they can die at any point in time. You know, that's never a guaranteed thing, but I know, especially when you look it up, they like so-called average lifespan is up to 4 to 5 years. So that is that question. So Anna Oscaroris, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, I'm sorry, asks, what are the pros and cons of being a YouTuber? Okay, so there are definitely a lot of pros about this job, and there are a lot of cons as well, to be completely and utterly honest. So the pros are that, well, wait, what should I do first? I'm gonna go with the cons. I just want to get them out of the way. The cons are that YouTube has an algorithm. An algorithm is like the inner works of the system and how they push out videos to audiences, and the algorithm is ever changing. It's hard for everyone to even learn the algorithm before it changes again, and it has really bit me in the butt recently, or I guess that's how you would say it, bit me in the butt. And I have had a really hard time with it. YouTube is not pushing my videos out recently like they used to. I'm having a hard time figuring out, you know, how to work around the algorithm, and it really sucks because, you know, I've worked up this channel. I have 11,200 and something subscribers. I've done and accomplished a lot of great things, and I mean, am I a channel with 1 million subscribers? No. I've accomplished a lot, and then the fact that like YouTube's ever-changing algorithm changing the way it does and making it to where I don't get as many comments, I don't get as many views on certain videos, and stuff like that. It's just been down recently because, you know, it's not ever a steady thing. It's always a roller coaster, and it's just really hard because, you know, I work hard and I've grown this audience, and so when YouTube is terrible and doesn't promote the videos a lot of the times like I wish it would, or like it should, for how many subs that I have, etc., is a big letdown, because that means I don't get to talk to you guys as much because you guys are not seeing my videos. I'm not getting comments, which comments really help, and I'm not getting them right now, hardly. And yeah, it's just really hard because it's just, ugh, I don't know. But I know that I'm not the only one that deals with this. Everyone deals with it, no matter how many subscribers you have, and for everybody, no matter how many, it's just really hard to deal with, and that is the biggest freaking con. Besides that, the pros are great. Number one, because I get an awesome community full of people that I get to talk to and that want to watch me for whatever reason. Like, me and myself, I just like feel like I'm boring, and I'm like, why does anyone actually want to watch me? So the fact that people do is just super sweet, and it means like a whole lot to me. So I love having everyone and getting to converse with you guys and talk. That's amazing. That's a pro. You know, I started my business because of this. Like, I would not have my business that I have right now if it wasn't for YouTube. My jewelry, but I'd really just say jewelry, my crystal business, you know, I wouldn't have that if it wasn't for YouTube. I make money here. This is how I make my money on the side. Like, my business is my main like source of money, and then YouTube, like, I make the money through there. I've gotten to learn how to breed betta fish, and I've sold them all across the whole entire United States. That's a pro. That's more of a side business, but my real true established business is Rose and Quartz, which is my crystal business, and it's my whole world. It's literally my everything. It means the whole world to me. So I, you know, pros, this has turned into a job. I have my business because of this. I make my money because of it. I've gotten to travel, and I've, you know, go to Arizona for a pet fest. I've got to meet subscribers and take pictures with you guys and sign autographs and like all these crazy things that I never ever thought would happen. And so there truly is a lot of pros. I get to work with awesome brands, and I've got to work with like some really awesome ones recently, and there are a lot of pros, but when the cons come, they do hit hard, and they can really mess with my mind. Yeah, so long explanation, but that's just how it be. Let me switch over and then see on Twitter. I ask on Twitter as well. So, alright, so question from Shadowheart MC. She asks, and this treasure asks, you've probably already answered this before, but what caused your love for crystals and such? So, I've always been like somewhat drawn to them since I was a little girl. In fact, I can remember when I got my very first crystal, but when I was a little girl, like, I wasn't like into them. I could just recognize that they were pretty, and I would, you know, get them because I thought they were pretty and sit them in my room, but it was never like a true obsession, love, passion thing like it is now. And what really made it start to become a passion was Kendall Rae on YouTube. Like, I would hear her talk about crystals, and I remember watching her crystal collection video and her tag some people that she liked to buy from, etc. And through that, just completely started my love for them, and they helped me through a lot of really hard times, just my passion for them and collecting them. And then now started my business, and it's the best thing in the whole world. So yeah, I really think that once I started to see Kendall Rae and her collection and like look at them and really research them because of that, that's, I think, really the main driving force. So the next question comes from Nicholas A. Ledoux, I think is probably how you pronounce it. If not, I'm sorry. And he said, and this is a great question, by the way, who would you want to play you if they made a video? Who would you want to play you if they made a movie about you? I really like this question. Never been asked this one before. So basically, if it comes to my favorite female actors, I would probably want to play me, even though she looks nothing like, neither of them look anything like me, but who cares. I really love Anne Hathaway and Hilary Duff. Like, yes, honey. I think Anne Hathaway is awesome. I love basically everything that she's in, and the only reason why I said basically is because I'm sure there's definitely things she's been in that I haven't watched, but I love her. I think she's awesome. Princess Diaries 2 is one of my favorite movies, hands down. And I just think she's really awesome. And besides that, I'm literally obsessed with Hilary Duff. I freaking love Hilary Duff, and I have since I was a child. I grew up, you know, and I was a kid in the early 2000s, and Lizzie McGuire was my jam. I have her CD, like when she did her music thing, and even now in general, I just really admire her, like, as a mom. So like on Instagram, I follow her, and she has a few children, and I think she's awesome as a mom because, you know, she's still herself. She still goes out and rocks it. She's on the new spinoff of How I Met Your Mother, which is called How I Met Your Father, and like, I'm so excited for that. but you know, she still is herself, she still is her own person, but then she has these awesome kids and they're awesome, and it just seems really cool. Definitely look up to her, she's beautiful. And Lizzie McGuire movie is hands down up there with one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't care that it's Disney, it doesn't even seem like a Disney movie. Lizzie McGuire movie, hands down. If you haven't watched it, that movie's my jam. So I would say those two are probably my favorite, like, two favorite actresses, and so I would guess I would choose one of them. I also love Melissa McCarthy too, like, for her comedy movies. Like, oh my gosh, I definitely think she's hilarious. And when I was in New York and I was there for the taping of Good Morning America, they were on a call with her. Unfortunately, she was not there because of COVID, which really sucks, but I like to joke that, like, I was on a call with Melissa McCarthy because I was there when they were on the phone with her. But yeah, I don't know, I think she's really funny. So there's my really long drawn out answer of that question. Alright, and then on Instagram I have a good question that comes from Bye Bye Animation, and to be honest, unfortunately the actual question I cannot find, but I remember in my head to an extent what it was, and they asked something along the lines of, like, they know I like to write, and if I was writing a book, or if I am, what it would be about, and if I like fantasy. So yes, I am a writer. I am actually currently in the process of writing my very first novel. I am 2 chapters in, or I'm working on the 3rd chapter right now. This is a book that will be published, and it is a passion project that means a lot to me. It is a crime mystery kind of like novel thing, and I'm working on it. I love it so very much. I am in college right now to get my creative writing and English degree, and I have a whole video up on that if you want to watch it, but I'm in college to just better my writing for writing novels, because I definitely want to be an author, and I am going to be as soon as I get done writing this book. And it does mean a lot to me. I have some people test reading it right now for me and giving me feedback, and which is really helpful, and I'm really excited. It will be definitely available to purchase, and I'm hoping to have it done in a little under a year. So yeah, that's that. And as for fantasy, no, like, I've actually never really been into that. When I was a little kid in like elementary school, I'd read chapter books that were more fantasy related, but as an adult, like, I haven't really delved into like fantasy books, which I know is really popular, and I feel bad for saying no, but like, I just haven't with fantasy. But yeah, so that was that question. And now for probably like the juiciest question, and one that I do get asked quite a bit, so I figured I'd just save this one for last. Mercy asks, I just wonder if you and your hubby want kids, and if so, when do you see yourself, like, or when do you see that starting? I didn't want to overstep in case of your health issues make that hard for you or hard to talk about. Also, will you be doing Vlogmas? Do you have family recipes that you want to share? So I actually don't cook. I don't even really know how to cook. I know, like, that's bad. My husband is the cook, so no, I unfortunately no like recipes. Am I going to be doing Vlogmas? Maybe, but I don't know. Sometimes vlogging every day can actually hurt your channel, and I don't want to take a chance of screwing it up with the algorithm already, so I don't know. But for the question about kids, if me and my husband want kids, when do you see yourself starting? Okay, so, and then she doesn't want to overstep because of my health issues. So I know a lot of you probably know my health issues. If you don't, I do have a lot of videos up about it. I can have children. Whenever they had, or they went in to remove my endometriosis, my like female organs are perfectly fine, thank God. My endometriosis was on my bowels and my bladder, so the reproductive organs are fine, thank God. And yes, me and my husband really do want kids, and we have always known that we do. I'm actually not good with kids except for my nephew. I've never been good with kids. It's just not my jam, but I do want my own, however, and I'm very excited. And honestly, like, I definitely do want kids soon. I'm 24, and I can definitely see myself maybe around 25. And it's like I go day to day, I'm like, I'm ready, and then as soon as I say I'm ready, I'm like, but I'm scared. And I feel like that's very normal to be scared to have children, but I feel like that would never go away, my fear. And I do feel like I'm pretty much ready. It's just like, and at the same time, I feel like, and I know because people say this, like, you're never going to truly be ready. Like, if you wait to be truly ready, then it's just not going to happen. So I do feel like I'm at that point, and so I'm just really waiting to see about some medicines right now that I just started to see how they're going to start working. But I really would like to start having children soon. Like, I really do want a baby. I think about it every dang day, and I watch tons of YouTubers who are pregnant right now, and I love following their journey. And yeah, I really do, and so does my husband. We are on the very same page with it, and we talk about having kids like all the time now. So that is definitely something that I want very soon, and I hope and pray that it will come soon. And I definitely plan on sharing my journey on YouTube of being pregnant and all that kind of stuff. So definitely looking forward to that, and I'm just really anxious for that whole journey. I was definitely apprehensive for a while because I see some people, and I know some people like to share negativity because it attracts people, but I see people being like, yeah, when I had a kid I completely lost myself, and it's like I'm a slave to the kid. And that scared me for the freaking longest because, you know, I am a businesswoman, I have my own life, and I don't want to lose that. But as I mentioned, for one reason why I really like Hillary Duff and I look up to certain people, just because I have kids doesn't mean that I have to lose myself in who I am. Yes, is a lot of my attention and time going to be on that kid? Yes, but that doesn't mean I have to lose myself. So I've really had to just come to terms with that, and I'm excited and I'm ready. So we'll see what happens in the somewhat near future. I will definitely share it with you. But yeah, that is it for my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed these questions. They're questions that I pretty much have not answered before, and I'm glad for that. You guys asked some really good questions. Once again, if you ever want to like be a part of the question asking process, I ask on Instagram, Twitter, and on the YouTube community tab here. So yeah, and other than that, I want to thank my patrons as always: Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Janae, Casey, Mel, Vicky, Vanessa. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being a patron. Other than that, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. You can do that by hitting my face right up there, and you can watch another video by clicking right over there. It would mean the world to me if you guys would do so, and I hope you have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!